Good morning, guys. This is View from the Pastor Study. It's Saturday morning, August 14, 2021. It's been a few days since we've done this. I've had some issues with my phone, trying to get memory to cooperate and trying to move some stuff from my phone, but you don't want to know all that. But anyway, we'll try to get back going with these commands of Christ. And this is an interesting one today. I don't know if it's in Matthew or Mark or John. Probably not in John, because John gets called out on this one, but I want you to hear the command. Basically, it's kind of a hard command. I can give it a short name, but I have to define a word. I could give it a short name like avoid sectarianism, and then you'd be saying, what in the world is sectarianism? Well, sectarianism, when you divide it into different Christian groups, you're all seeking to follow Jesus, you're being obedient to him, you're serving him, and you see God at work, but they're not in the same circles that you're in. They're not in the same groups that you're in. They're not following Jesus precisely how you're following Jesus. And this is interesting because it can be very tempting to look at people who don't do things exactly like us in the way we do church or ministry or worship and say, I don't know if they're doing that right. I don't know if God's pleased with that, or anything. There can be things that can separate us as Christians. And it also speaks to the idea that there's only two sides in this battle. There's the for Jesus and against Jesus side. There's only two sides, the for Jesus and against Jesus side. So listen to what it says. It's in Luke 9:49 through 50. Now it may also be in Mark, and I think it is in Mark 9:38 through 40 as well. Listen to what he says. Master, this is John speaking, the disciple or apostle of love. Master, we saw someone casting out demons in your name, and we forbade him because he did not follow with us. Lord, he didn't hang with us. He's not in our crew. He didn't follow our crowd. He didn't go to our church. Even though he was casting out demons in your name, we told him to stop. And then Jesus says this, very interesting. Do not forbid him, for he who is not against us is on our side. Do not forgive him, for he who is not against us is on our side. And I'll tell you what I do want to do. I want to look at the Mark 9 passage real quick. Mark 9:38 through 40. And let me try to get there really quick so we can look at it. Let me just read it as well. Here we go. Now John answered him, saying, Teacher, we saw someone who does not follow us casting out demons in your name, and we forbid him because he does not follow us. A little bit more elaboration here. But Jesus said, do not forbid him, for no one who works a miracle in my name can soon afterwards speak evil of me. So Jesus is going to lay out a little bit more parameters here. For he who is not against us is on our side. For whoever gives you a cup of water to drink in my name, because you belong to Christ, assuredly I say to you, he will by no means lose his reward. So the thing I get from that, if I'm a follower of Jesus, is, there's really just two lines in this thing. There are those who are for Jesus and those who are against Jesus. And by the fruit of their lives, you can see those who are for him and those who are against him. And they're not always going to run in the same group or crowd or go to the same church or like the same type of worship or do church the same or ministry the same. But they serve the same Jesus, and they are not just sincere, but they're faithful. I mean, you can be sincerely wrong, but they're not just sincere, but they're faithful, and Jesus is pleased with them. And at the end of the day, isn't that all that matters? It doesn't matter if the preacher is pleased with you, or your denomination is pleased with you, or your Sunday school teacher. Is Jesus pleased with you? So, don't forbid them. Avoid this tribalism, sectarianism, especially when you know that Jesus is pleased with that other person, because that's all that matters. So I pray you'll be somewhere just loving and worshiping Jesus tomorrow, and today you will be loving and worshiping him in whatever you do. If you want to come join us tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. is our worship, 10:45 is Sunday school, still meeting with our adults in the sanctuary. And we'll have 2 p.m. is our Sunday school online. 6 p.m. is our worship service replay, and we do have it on Facebook Live as well. So we encourage you, get connected with a church family somewhere. Get in God's Word this week. Get on your knees in prayer and get out there and share Jesus with others, whether it's through technology or it's by walking and sharing and doing, and watch what God does as you seek to please His Son, Jesus Christ. So God bless you, and you have a great Saturday.